Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw, 61, matchbox lights.
Watch twins, watch twins. Alert three, alert three. Alert three. 36, 36. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Shoot.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On first down, it's Potter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, high 7.
Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing on first down, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Protein spill.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now.
Begin.
Hey, orbit. Big grip.
On 1st down, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Jones operating from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Delta. On the ball. Get it.
Here's Jones. Throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Wahoo! 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
Hey, box drop.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 9-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check 52.
Throwing Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 8, read.
3 bucks.
Let's go.
They'll try to run with Hunt. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 1.
Recon, no sleep grip.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now it's Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing his lock on third down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Let's go one more. Check. Lucky.
Get it.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Go. 18 Gator.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Hey, exit.
Check 31.
Go.
Mike.
60 snap.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Lock again here on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike spoke forward. I got him. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the
Hey.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Hey. High 7. 5.
From midfield, here's Locke. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Here we go. 30 base.
Hey, let's get this.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you get a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Here's Locke. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down at the 28.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
They're not ready for this.
Look at me. Zipper.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
They go.
A give to McFadden out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
You got it. You got it.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
I got you, son.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Locke, he finds his man Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. First down, a run with McFadden. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Watch twist.
Protein spill. Hey, zoom. Now.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, alert 48.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
18 Gator. Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Browns drive about to get started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Ready, break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Get ready. Check that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Mike 48. Your track.
48, let's go.
Block now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Smooth.
A final shot before half for Locke. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Ready?
A final shot before break. Block. That's to his running back. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Hey, wahoo!
From the 31, Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsay, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
44's the mic. Hey, me and you all game. All game.
Hey, Foxtrot. Yo, go.
44, Mike, 44.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
44's the mic. Check.
Get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready, set.
Mike's 4-4.
80 weapon.
Here we go, D.
Snap.
McFadden following the penalty. "25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down."
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Bravo. Check. 5.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Buzz.
44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
General West. Hey, Haywood.
Lock now on 1st down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
High 7.
Jones now off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
5.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far.
Ready?
It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton.
Right there.
12 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Locke now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Another run by Lindsey. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
I'm coming after you.
Back to the ground, but here McFadden. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey. Snap.
They'll run, McFadden. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
Hey, orbit.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Hey.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, Alpha.
Now to the air, Rock. This will be caught at about the 5. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with McFadden. McFadden loses the football, and I think the Browns got it. They did. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Potter had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
60 outlaw.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 39, Jones flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Protein spill.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, McFadden trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Go.
48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 48's the mic.
Get it.
On 3rd down, block. He's got his tight end Fant. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Pilot, 64.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with McFadden. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Block off of play action. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Bravo.
5.
To throw it is Locke. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Browns drive about to get started, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
6, pull it high. Keep going. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Hard. Go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Check 13.
Check.
Now! Hey, exit! Ready!
On first down, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Greystone travels.
Here's Locke to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Block now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Yep.
I got it. 44, Mike, 47.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, lock it. 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Potter, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Ready? 8, read. 80 weapon. Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake. Jones. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Ready.
Jones now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.